New Vitamin Water Zero Sugar Pineapple Passion Fruit is packed with vitamins, just like the amount of peas we packed in that sentence. It's packed like your tote bag, the one you stole from your ex, or your overpriced half a studio apartment, or extra rushed rush hour traffic. Packed like your calendar, triple booked at 5, of course. Grab a Vitamin Water. Did we mention it's packed with vitamins?
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
The Hilton sale is on. Now through September 29th, you can save up to 20% on stays this fall and beyond. Long weekends, last-minute getaways, holiday gatherings. There's a Hilton stay for all of them. More moments, more experiences, more destinations. Now 20% off for a limited time because it matters where you stay. Don't wait. Book by September 29th and save up to 20% at Hilton.com. Terms apply. Hilton for the stay.
What is up, fam? It's your boy Gray Haas, here to tell you that Catherine W., Marie H., and Joshua B. all decided to step up and take advantage of the Supercast sale this month. It goes on till September 30th. They're getting ad-free listening, a behind-the-scenes podcast, and that warm, fuzzy feeling of supporting the pod. I mean, what do we even use this money for? Well, for me personally, I'm trying to find a new condor right now because I'm not sure I've mentioned him before, but my friend Clay Mason Bannerman is letting me crash, but I really need to get into my own place. And what I'm looking for specifically is a 2-bedroom, 5-bathroom place. And a lot of people say that doesn't exist, but with your Supercast help, hopefully I can find that perfect place. Help me find a new place, join Supercast, and get that amazing feeling of being part of the Mega fam. You can smash that link right in the show notes.
Mega is an improvised satire from the staff of a fictional mega church.
We are here, Lord, we are here, and we're ready to podcast.
Hiya, I'm Hallie Labont, and this is Mega, coming to you from Twin Hills Community Church, where every single week we're giving our Mega Church a tiny family feel. We love to introduce you to members of our church staff and people from our community, and I always find it to be a treat and a treasure. And per usual, I'm joined by my co-host. He's the youth pastor for our high school ministry called Climax. Please welcome Gray Haas.
Christ is the way, the truth, the life, and Hallie, that makes me feel all right. How are you?
A strife would have worked.
No, I didn't want that.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, just like the Holy Spirit intercedes on our behalf with the Father, our guest today goes ahead and intercedes in your life while coaching you in a better direction. It's Christian life coach Jay Sukow. Welcome to the program, Mr. Uko.
Oh, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, I am actually pleased the most. It is an honor to be here. Big fan of both of you. How are you?
You know, I do kind of those at the top, so we might want to just, FYI, we just might want to kind of just have you say hi.
I thought it was a good one, Gray.
Okay, whatever.
Got it. My apologies. I take it back. I'm not going to attack.
Okay.
I'm real excited today because we have, you've heard therapy is a big deal these days. I don't know if I'm a big fan of therapy because you know what? We got prayer. We got, Jesus already paid the price for our sins. There's not much else we need to know besides just casting our cares on him because he cares for us. But Mr. Jace is not a therapist. He is a Christian life coach, which means he can practice over state lines. He can get people saved in other regions, not just here in Indianapolis. And I got to shut up because I got to learn everything from you today, Jace. What's God doing in your life?
I want to say first off, yes, I am technically not a certified therapist at all. I have to make that clear according to the courts. I have to make sure I say that. But what I am someone who looks at what's going on in your life, looks how God is involved in it, and I merge God's thoughts with your heart. I'm a heart coach. I'm a certified healer. I'm an instructor. And also, I am a proponent and inventor of the C.H.I.L.L method.
Oh, so I thought you were a life coach, but you're a heart coach.
That's right. I'm a heart coach who lives life. So you could say I'm a life coach, but technically I'm a heart coach.
Oh, that's even better. That's even
And so what is the C.H.I.L.L method? Because all your emails have that same sign off, and it says in him, capital H, just chill, and it's C.H.I.L.L with a period in between each letter. So what is going on with that?
Thanks for that, Gray. And Gray, anytime you want to respond to any of those emails, that's fine. I haven't heard back from you yet, but if you want to respond, I have several groups.
Oh, well, I was kind of just chilling, and that's what I thought the instruction was.
Smart. Well played. So the C.H.I.L.L method, it's available to anybody. It's a method I came up with myself. I invented this. And C.H.I.L.L stands for confess, hydrate, ignore, laugh, and let go.
awesome.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love the hydrate because it is important.
Yeah, let's go through those. So, So you said anybody can use it.
Anybody.
What would you be using the C.H.I.L.L method for exactly when it comes to your heart health or your life health?
Well, let's take you through it right now, Greg. And this first one's free. Don't have to pay for it. First thing is confess. All right. So why don't you confess something? Maybe something that you don't want anybody to know about.
Okay. See, this one is tough for me because, as far as I can tell, I've been a good Christian soldier, living my life as it were in the image of Christ always. If I had something to confess, maybe it would be, honestly, I can get a little bit prideful when it comes to how well I'm kind of just crushing it right now. And I have to remind myself, it's all for Him. And I'm not sure if you saw it last week. You all might not look at the Hype Report, which is it's almost like a rating system of youth pastors all around the country. I have gone up several thousand points. It's almost like your star meter on IMDb with your hype meter. So I am I'm just kind of climbing the ranks right now. So that's pretty exciting. So I guess I would say, sometimes I just have to remember that even though I'm crushing it, I don't always need to remind myself of that.
And take a drink.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, I got my Frappuccino.
Yep, hydrate. So you confessed. Great job at that. Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. And then you hydrate right afterwards, right? So now we're just going to take a moment, Gray, and ignore what you just said.
Oh, okay.
So let's just get it out of our minds, whatever we'll pretend like it never even happened.
I mean, that's hard, isn't it? It's kind of one of those things where if you're like, don't think of an elephant, and then you're thinking of it.
I don't even remember what you said because I've totally ignored it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and age helps with that as well. The older you get, the easier it is.
Right.
Yeah,
and I'm very
I can't
young.
remember anything now.
So now we've ignored it. We can't even remember what it was. Now it's time to have a good laugh about it. All right? Have a laugh about it.
Okay, great.
Well, this portion lasts about 5 minutes. So, we could do an abridged version, but if we were in one of my therapy sessions, then we would do it. And again, not therapy in the sense of actual legal therapist, but therapy in the sense of we're just being therapeutic in the moment. Then it lasts a little bit longer with the laughter. It's based on a laugh yoga workshop I took once at the workshop station. Do you know the workshop? It's
Yes,
on
I've been
5th Street. Yeah.
It's in the old firehouse.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they have Christian Pilates reformers in there too. But I've seen they do yoga, but I was afraid they'd try to make me Buddhist if I did.
They would if you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that word reformer, doesn't it sound like some stern person standing over you or something, that they're putting you on a torture machine or something?
Yeah, it does kind of.
Yeah, the reformer.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Well, that's what Pilates is. I spent 4 months as a Pilates instructor in Bali, and that's that's what Pilates is. It's based on a torture technique, and it's to torture your muscles into becoming looser.
Oh my
You know, I think I've heard about this that the Catholics used to put people on something called the reformer and, to sort of torture them. And so that was in Bali they were doing that.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, I was in Bali for 4 months. It was great. I had to get there and get away very quickly. That's a whole nother story. But it was a part of my life that really allowed me to grow, not just physically, but also spiritually as well.
Okay, so now that we've laughed for 5 minutes, we'll pretend that we have. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Great.
And Gray, that's very insightful because most of what I do is pretending. And most of what any good therapist or heart coach or life coach, any coach in general, it's all about pretending, ignoring the things that you think are a problem. And that's the problem. It's not that I couldn't be a therapist. I can be a therapist. And people are saying he can't be. There's a lot of internet mistruths happening about me. And what I'm saying is I chose not to be a therapist because I don't want to pay into that system. You have to pay to get licensed. You have to pay to take classes. You have to be ethical. All of those things I don't want to. I don't think that is what I'm needed to do from God.
It's a racket.
It's
a racket.
Gatekeeping.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a gatekeep. Exactly, Gray. Exactly. Yeah. So now that we've laughed, now all we have to do is let go.
Awesome.
Let go.
Just let go.
Okay.
Awesome.
And yeah, I guess I do understand the C.H.I.L.L method in a way. I'm feeling...
How do you feel?
And is that the point? To feel better?
Or to feel chill?
Is it?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. I'm not sure because I think I asked a question, but yeah, I guess I am feeling a little bit more chill.
Well, then you're what we're calling in the zone. You're in the chill zone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got it. I've got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you do one, Hallie?
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's just have something you want to confess. Gray, that was a really good attempt. I would say you need another 19 sessions really to feel the impact. We have one-on-ones that I offer. I also offer dyads and triad groups, which is where you bring a friend or bring two friends. I also have what I think would be good for you is a men's group where you're just questioning things about your life. That might be good as well. We meet every 5th Sunday, right after church, as a matter of fact. I usually stand outside by the pizza station and I hand out flyers. I also work behind the counter. So if you want to stop by, I've got a flyer. I can ping you if you want.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess 19 sessions. I mean, that is a lot, but yeah. Let me think about it.
It's for the 19 days that Jesus spent with the lepers.
Oh, wow. So it's a very godly number.
I never knew he was with the lepers for 19 days.
There were
Wow.
lepers everywhere back then.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that when you really dive deep into what the scripture says, it was an interpretation. So when it went from Aramaic to Greek, there was a slight discrepancy. But if you go back to the original text, 19 is that's the magic number.
Wow.
Ooh.
And I mean, I guess Jesus was probably the first guy to do the C.H.I.L.L method when it came to, hanging out with lepers and prostitutes.
That, the original sin, there's also original C.H.I.L.L.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's the original C.H.I.L.L.
And is that where the hydrate part comes in just because it was kind of a desert environment?
That's right. Do you see how hard it is? So a lot of people think therapy should be easy. They think it should be a piece of cake. Therapy is really designed to be tough.
Really?
Yeah, so you have to think about what are the things in your life that are easy to you, that are accessible, that are convenient.
And you are saying therapy. Is it therapy?
It's not technically therapy in the sense that you're probably thinking. Part of my reason for being here is I want to educate your listeners and you as well. When I'm saying therapy, I don't mean in the technical sense of I'm an actual therapist. If you look at your email, it's therapy with 2 E's. It's actually the correct, they should pronounce it therapy, and I pronounce it therapy.
Okay.
Therapy.
Yeah, that was great how you rolled your R's. It's actually the correct way to say it and to pronounce it. And we could do one for you as well.
Oh, heck yes.
So you graded great at a first attempt of just confessing, but I want you to dig deep, okay? Hallie, dig deep.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go right off the top of my head. I would say that, there are a lot of things I eat throughout the day that I hide from my family because I don't want to share it with them. And a lot of times it's things that I'm not proud of eating. You know what I mean? I'm driving through a Wendy. I'm getting a hot chicken sandwich, things like that. I throw away the stuff outside before I even come in. I throw away my wrappers of what I ate in the car. I throw them away in the garage before I even come in, and then I shove them down. Sometimes I'll go and I'll grab stuff from the house and I'll take the trash out to put it on top of the stuff that I threw away so that nobody sees what I threw away. Heck, sometimes I will buy stuff. I'll go to a Marshall or a Home Good and I'll buy stuff that I don't want Lance Lamont, my husband, to know about. And so I'll put it in the closet. I'll leave it in the closet, forget that I even bought it. And then sometimes I have to go through all of this stuff and it makes me feel really deceitful. It's awful. And I don't lie. I really try to tell the truth all the time. I know those Corrie ten Boom lies are okay. It's okay to say you lie if you're hiding the Jews from the Nazis, but not any other time. You know what I mean? And so sometimes I'll just say things that, maybe I'm trying to be nice to someone and I know that that's a lie and it's deceitful. And sometimes I think maybe there is pride in my heart. And sometimes I'm afraid that I've taken communion with that unconfessed sin in my heart and it's going to make me sick. And, sometimes I worry about the food that I'm eating inside my body that was alive from the beginning. Now it's in my digestive system and it's like I'm actually digesting and I'm filling my body with deception. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm afraid I have lust and it's really just because of that Stanley Tucci book. And I feel like he smells so good. I've never even smelled him, but the Tooch is a real stumbling block for me. And I feel like he's such a nice man and he treats his wife well and he seems to pay attention to ladies and he seems really gentle and kind and he seems like somebody who would, like I said, he would smell good. And sometimes I think about the way Tucci smells and sometimes I think about the way Stanley Tucci makes a drink and I would like for him to make me a mocktail, not a cocktail. I wouldn't need a cocktail, but I would take a mocktail from Stanley Tucci and that worries me because I'm married to Lance Lamont and I don't always want to drink from Lance Lamont, but I would take one from Stanley Tucci.
And drink. And drink.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I do need a drink.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Just ignore that.
Okay, really? Okay, good.
You might want to get a tissue because, there's a lot of mascara right now. I could barely see your face.
Yeah, I didn't wear a waterproof mascara.
Yeah, and sorry, Hallie, but just to ask a question, I guess, about the whole therapy thing. Whatever.
Therapy.
Heart coach, yeah.
Oh, therapy. Therapy.
Hard R.
I mean, that to me was just really difficult to watch. Do you know what I mean? Because you're around it, and I'm just kind of like, whoa. So how do you? Is that where is that where ignore really comes in? Because at least for you, I mean, how do you? That was just a lot,
And most of the time when I do couples therapy, this is what happens.
You do couples too. Okay.
I do couples
that's cool.
as well, and the hardest thing is not the person who's going through it; it's the person who has to witness that person going through it because it's uncomfortable, right? Great, it's uncomfortable.
I don't know if you could tell, but when my hands were by the side of my head, I was actually kind of my fingers were in my ears at one point
I'm
because it
glad
just
you
was a
didn't
little
hear
bit a lot.
I'm glad you didn't hear it.
What it does is it really, Gray, it brings out things you have to be afraid about yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really think I have any of those.
You're struggling for words right now? I get it.
It just seemed like Hallie's got a lot going on. You know what I mean?
When you're pointing that thumb at her, where are the other four fingers going?
Well, in this case, they were going sort of down toward the floor. But
exactly.
Like pointing at your belly or your crotch.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's your zone where it's trying to get out. It's trying to get out. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning not at all, and 10 meaning the most uncomfortable you've ever felt, where were you that time on a scale of 1 to 10?
With whatever she was just doing?
Yes. Let's keep the focus, like any good sessions, we keep the focus on the other person.
But I thought she was doing the chill right now.
You're in the zone, Gray. You're in the zone. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where were you during that?
I guess a 1. I mean, I didn't like it. Who could like that?
What would get you to a 2?
To like that a little bit more?
Just a little bit more. What would get you to a 2?
Maybe if she was just like not crying so much. And
Exactly. We call this a breakthrough.
Awesome.
Okay. Really?
Wow, we're having a breakthrough.
Oh, so I guess I don't really need the 19 other sessions or whatever.
Do you? Or don't you?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like I just had a breakthrough. So do I need to keep doing the
I think you've answered your own question.
Okay, see, that's where I'm not. Okay, I'm still kind of trying to figure that one out.
Trying to figure it out? Trying to use your head
Yes.
and not your heart? Why don't you let your heart figure this out?
It's just that kind of the only thing my heart has figured out is I love Jesus. Do you know what I mean?
Awesome.
And at the end of the day, I kind of feel like everything that's going on in my heart is basically that. So my head, not sure if I even really need to do a bunch of heart seeking. I mean, it just seemed like we were kind of focusing on Hallie. I just don't understand how this kind of came back over here to me.
Well, you've answered your own question. Hallie, yes, you were going to say something.
Well, it's just unbelievable to me. It's blessing my socks off to watch a real therapist therapize someone and to see a breakthrough. I never thought I'd see the day. This is so cool. And I have to tell you, I'm hanging on that I in chill. I'm so glad that both of you are going to ignore everything I said because, there's shame around it, honestly. Oop, I guess that's something I have to confess too, is this shame, crushing shame that I feel.
I mean, you're in a shame spiral is what it sounds like.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and if we could do you remember what just happened, Gray, just now?
Not really. What part?
Great, because you need to be in the ignore part. And if you had remembered, we would have to go back and revisit. So that's great. Yeah. So we're going to ignore, my therapy is more like the saying Las Vegas, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except without the sin, without the gambling or debauchery.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's cool.
I guess I want to shift a little bit away from maybe the active therapy part or
but not before I do my 2 L's.
That's right.
Oh, right.
So you have to laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Okay. And now let go.
Let go. Let
Okay.
go. So there's some hidden wrappers in the garage garbage. So there's some stuff I forgot about stashed in my clothes closet. So Stanley Tucci is a stumbling block. I mean, I feel like that's on him, not
That's
me,
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And you'd be surprised at the amount of times Stanley Tucci's name is brought up in my sessions. You
Is
really
that
will.
right?
It's-
Really?
Yeah. I really shouldn't share this, but since I'm not a therapist, I don't have to abide by any
cool.
laws with that.
Yeah.
He is the cause of a lot of people's anguish, a lot of shame. It's talked about. Yeah, we talk about it a lot.
I just don't get that. I don't get the appeal.
I think the evil one, clearly Lucifer has his talons on Tucci and is using his beguiling and sexy scented
Confess.
It just seems like he would smell like a fresh sprayed Polo or Dracar Noir. And his flat fronts are so flat. He has such a good crease in those khakis, and sometimes he puts on a real tight scarf around his neck, and it looks very European, almost feminine, and that makes me worry that if I am into the tooch, then I'm going to be into a girl next, for crying out loud. He
What?
must be a gateway drug or something.
And drink.
Okay. I didn't think we were getting all the way back into another chill cycle.
And then if I might invite you both to ignore it and give me a little chuckle. And I'm letting
Let
it
it
go.
go.
Wow,
Okay.
chill works. I love it.
Yes. It's something that I'm proud to say I invented. I came up with it all on my own.
Wow.
And it's gaining a lot of steam. And I think people realize that when they go to look for any of the professionals and any of the experts, it's not helping out. I mean, we have finally politicians who are saying don't rely on the experts. And I could not agree more. We do not want to rely on any experts anymore, because let me ask you this. What separates somebody who's had 14 years of training, has seen thousands of people in a room where they're not checked, they're not regulated, right? It's just them and someone else, or maybe a couple or a family. What separates them from me? Somebody who has insight, somebody who has opinions, and somebody who's confident. Who would you rather see? That or someone who's an expert hiding behind books, hiding behind theories and interventions? What would be better for you? I think the chill method does all of that in half the time.
Yep.
Really?
I agree. And you know what? You're right, Jace. I mean, Jesus didn't call educated men to be his disciples.
No.
None of them had a degree except for Matthew. And he didn't call a
Debatable.
single woman to follow him. And you know what? What we always say about this current administration having no experience or education, God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called.
called.
Am I right?
Amen.
Amen.
Did you just come up with that, Hallie?
Well, no, Steve's been doing it from the pulpit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at your website here.
Oh,
and,
good.
Jace,
yeah,
it's a good-looking
or
website.
yeah, it is a. So I guess this in this main picture is this you in Bali and doing the splits.
Yeah. After that, I spent a few nights just recovering from that. But the way that they captured that is the best splits I could do. And you would never guess it, but I could probably do it again right now. I'm going to try it again. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay,
Cool.
Here we go.
Just back,
Oh,
you
wow.
back up from the desk here.
Oh.
Oh my!
Well. Oh.
Oh my goodness!
Whoa. Let's have a stretch in that family.
And drink.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Was that a
What's-
confession? Those splits, or was that
Yeah.
just okay?
That was beautiful.
I've never told anybody that story, and I'm glad it's gotten off my chest.
Okay, what
and
was
just
the
ignore it.
story? What was the story?
It was
'Cause
a
I'm
story told in body language.
right.
Yeah. So I, like anybody, especially like Jesus, you go through struggles, you go through
Yep.
questioning, you go through moments where you're not sure if you're cut out to be who you're supposed to be, and you take different paths. The paths we have in our life are winding. You have a plan, and then something happens, and then you have to go ahead and make a different choice. You know, it's like my favorite philosopher, Mike Tyson, said, everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the nose. So I think that is accurate. So I got an invitation. I said to the universe, and I said to God, please give me a sign. My life seems to be going nowhere. It seems to be a dead end, followed by another dead end. And then I turn and there's another dead end. I've got 4 dead ends. And everywhere I
Well,
turn.
how did you get in? How did you get in there if there were 4 dead ends? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, he was
great,
trapped.
Great question. I was trapped. I felt trapped, and I felt trapped.
But doesn't it sort of beg the question of like how you initially got into to wherever you were?
Couldn't agree more. Great point. Could not agree more. And I spent time searching for that. I wandered the planet, and it led me to a steamer. And I got on a steamship, not knowing where it was going to go. I had no idea where it was going to go, but I just knew I had to go somewhere.
Oh wow!
And I got on the steamer, and it was 14 days and 14 nights on this steamer. And I said, you know what? Take me 5 more days and nights. I got to get to the med. I knew 19 was an important number in my life. I don't know why, but for some reason. And then I realized it was Jesus leading me to where not I wanted to be, but where I needed to be.
Got it. And where did it go? Where did you eventually end up?
So I was traveling. It was a somewhat circuitous route. So the first 14 days, I didn't realize I was just going up and down the eastern seaboard of the U.S.
Oh, so
And
you were just on a cruise?
I was on a cruise. I didn't know that, but it was like, come follow us. I was like, sure, I'll do anything. And then I ended up on a cruise for 14 days and 14 nights, and then 5 extra ones. So a total of 19 days and 19 nights. It was fantastic. It really just went from Maine to the Florida Keys. So we didn't really get outside of that. Yeah. But it was on that cruise ship that I met a guy, and he said, you look like you could use some adventure. And I said, I don't know, friend, if that's what I need. And he said, you look like you need a change in your life. And I said, I absolutely do need a change in your life. He's like, have you heard of Jesus? I said, I'm good friends with Jesus. Jesus is not my problem. Jesus is helping me on this journey. I said, I am feeling right now like there's one set of footprints in the sand and they're not mine. And he said, yeah. So he said, well, if you're interested in a little adventure, a little danger, and if you have a nodding acquaintance with the law, I got something for you. And I was like, sure, yeah, absolutely. So I got on another ship, and I'll let you both know, I had never been on a ship before this experience. Wow. I was on another ship. Not my thing, I'll be honest.
Same cruise line, or?
Yeah, it was the same cruise line,
Okay.
but this one went all the way to Barcelona. So then I was on a cruise ship, and I went to Barcelona, and I was like, maybe this is where the adventure is taking me. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. And then I got off in Barcelona, and I saw somebody frantically waving at me. and they were waving, and they were like waving me down. I turned around, it was just me. And I was like, hola? And they said, it's okay, I speak English. And I was like, oh, thank goodness, because that's the extent of my Spanish right there was hola. Yeah. Although I can order tapas, and I'm pretty good in a restaurant. I'm pretty good at especially if there's a photo, I can pick out really what I want to get.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Love that.
Yeah. So I went from Barcelona, and I was wondering, have you ever been to Barcelona? No, it is just a beautiful city. Really? Unbelievable. Friendly people. And I got in the back of this very old taxi cab, and he said, do you like adventure? And I said, I love it.
So wait, has the adventure still not started, really?
No, that's what I thought. That's a great point, Gray. I thought this is the adventure. And it's like, no, this is the precursor to the adventure. This is like the Star Wars, the first episode, which is like, oh, it's needed, I guess. But really, when do we get to episode number 4? When do we get the really good one? So this was leading up to that. And then I got in a helicopter. I didn't ask questions because my whole life I'd been asking questions. And instead of asking for questions, I had to realize I had the answers. And that's what a good therapist does. They don't give questions. They give answers and advice. They tell you how you should live your life closer to how they live their own life.
Drink. I'm Holly Laurent playing Hallie Levant, and that over there, that's Greg Hess playing Gray Haas. If you would like the Mega VIP treatment and listen ad-free, just go to mega.supercast.com. We would love it if you did. Become a member. Do it. It'll feel so good.
Speaking of Supercast, it's a great time to join. There's a free trial, and that is the best way to make sure that Mega keeps going. You know, you'll get your 4 to 6 episodes per month ad-free, including a behind-the-scenes podcast that we make. And really, it is the way we keep going. So please consider a Supercast membership. And of course, we want to thank our founding members. That's Bobby and Betty, Allison H., Nana and T-Pop, and Adrian O. See you next time.